Welcome back, all four of you. Thanks again for stumbling across Retail Therapy Live. No, this is not retail therapy in the traditional sense. We're not going shopping together. I don't know you like that. But what we are going to do is go through the ins and outs and ups and downs of working in retail and what that means to me. The information I discuss in these videos going forward is solely based off of my own personal experiences and opinions, and in no way officially represents any company that I might discuss going forward. My intention is to share my story, nothing else, and never to misrepresent any company or anybody. So as we roll into our fifth therapy session, I want to discuss the nightmares of retail, literally and figuratively. I'm talking about those anxiety-inducing, mind-boggling, all-around enraging encounters that'll just have you reeling for days. I'm talking about the Karens, the Kyles, the belittlement from the general public, the disrespect of your merchandise, your time, and your good nature. I'm talking about those situations that are just so triggering in the workplace that you can't shake it when you get home, and they seep into your subconscious and haunt you in your dreams. So let's shut up and get into it. To get underway, what kind of circumstances can get your panties in a twist so tight that your subconscious puts it in a to-go bag and has it for dinner while you sleep? I so lovingly call these customer service icks. Allow me to list some off along with some extra triggering situations that are more likely to induce some kind of rage-filled dreams. Number 1, showing up 2 minutes before we close. Oh, I just made it. Number 2, snapping your fingers to get my attention. Number 3, massive lineups when you're understaffed. Number 4, lineups at the door before I've even opened. Number 5, irate customers who refuse to listen to reason. Number 6, those it's not my job to clean up my own mess kind of customers. Number 8, period, working in Sunridge Mall in Calgary, the mess and the heinous smell was unmatched. Congratulations, Sunridge. So now that I'm unnecessarily frazzled, allow me to also generously explain the situations that have caused me to lose sleep. I have had a plethora of retail rage dreams, but the first one I'm going to share is from my very first job at Carmen's Photo Source when I was just 16, a wee fresh baby. So again, I was 16, working alone at a camera store, and all of a sudden I'm trying to close. It's like 10 minutes before close, and suddenly people start lining up at the door, coming in, pushing their way through, and demanding that I print all of their photos right now. They're all so very important, and here I am just panicking and screaming at these people, "Get out, I'm trying to close," and the crowds of people just keep coming and coming and coming, and that is the first time I remember being so stressed from a dream about work. My other subconscious torture movies are not quite as clear in my memory, but I would love to share some bits and bobs from the memories I do have of those. One of them that resurfaces every so often, it doesn't even have to do with my job itself, it's the trying to get to the job. These dreams always start with me getting ready for work, nothing too weird, but then the little things happen later on that make me later and later and later for work. Until my shift is just about over and there's no point in even going. Stuff like my boyfriend forgetting stuff at home when he's supposed to be driving me, my dogs being chaotic, non-listening motherfuckers, or me getting a ride to work being stuck in a vehicle that I have no control over and this person has zero respect for the fact that I need to be to work on time. I hate these dreams, but what is even worse are those dreams where you're unnecessarily nude at work. Although I can't really think of any time where you would necessarily be nude at work, but I mean, unless you're an accountant, but correct me if I'm wrong. The literal worst, like why are my tits out when I'm trying to conduct a skincare consultation and nobody says anything? Where are my pants? Why is nobody noticing? I would chalk these up to stress dreams, but rage dreams are the ones that tickle my brain the most. Rage dreams for me always consist of me being so overwhelmed to the point where I am screaming in customers' face, occasionally trying to punch them as hard as I can, all the while my motor skills are completely null at that point and I look like a little bitch. I know I'm not the only one who deals with these work-related rage dreams. For example, my coworker at my current job, she just told me about one not too long ago that I could not resist sharing. I don't remember the minor details about her dream, but she says she was dreaming about pushing and shoving and screaming at our 16-year-old coworker who's just the cutest little thing and just trying to force her to fight back. But she just would not fight. And honestly, the best part of this dream is that in real life, they're like quite good friends. Like they get along really well. Like no beef whatsoever. So that kind of makes it even funnier in my opinion, and there was a lot more to it, but that was the part that stuck out the most. Please comment below and tell me your craziest, most unhinged subconscious torture movies. I want to hear all about it. Next, I want to explore the meaning behind some of these dreams, and not that I put much weight on what the internet has to say. I did some kind of deep diving into this one specific website that I'll link below, and yeah, so for funsies, let's go. I'm definitely going to be reading these off my laptop because if y'all think my memory is good enough to read like paragraphs and paragraphs, you're wrong. So to start off, let's talk about coworker dreams. When it comes to analyzing your coworker dream, you first reflect on specific character traits this person possesses. How does this person make you feel when you are around them? What is the theme of the dream about? Is this someone who is a team member or goes by their own rules? Is your work environment toxic or enjoyable? Always enjoyable. How can this relationship reflect how you are at home? According to research, being friends with your coworkers might actually be more harmful than good. I mean, I agree if you're the manager, it's just so hard. That didn't say much about it, honestly. I still don't understand why she had this dream about fighting our coworker because they don't have any issues, whatever. Again, we don't put weight on what the internet says. Next, because this is such a large topic for me, fighting in dreams. So it says here that the location of where you're fighting plays a big role when it comes to decoding your dreams. This will determine if this is an emotional struggle, or an external struggle. So work or school, places like your workplace or school might bring your focus on the challenges you face in these areas. If you're below ground or a basement setting, you have entered this. If you are below ground or a basement setting, you have entered the unconscious parts of the dream or they're unaware of. This is really badly written. These are very important dream symbols that bring you insight to the deeper parts of yourself that is currently in a conflict. You might be in the process of facing and challenging something this is so bad, something not known to you yet. Okay, great. Unknown face. Unknown face. Dreams of finding an unknown or faceless person connects the dreamer to his or her shadow. The shadow represents the dark side of your personality. The unconscious behaviors, urges, or repressed feelings are stored here. These are positive dream symbols that you might be confronting these traits. These are positive dream symbols that you might be confronting these traits that were once unknown to you. This is so badly written. I am disappointed. Winning the fight is considered a positive symbol, suggesting you will overcome these idiosyncrasies. I know big words. If you get in a fist fight, hands are very symbolic. What the hell? Hands are very symbolic that emerge metaphorically to represent our relationships, expressions, strengths, protection, and opportunities. A direct battle to possibly show dominance or authority. A fight to win something. Yelling. I'm gonna start yelling right now if my camera crashes one more time. Great. The reason why yelling occurs in our dreams is mainly due to our own inability to express our emotions in our waking life. Perhaps yelling in a dream is a symbol hinting at your own repressed anger that is yearning to come out. Your dream will provide you with hints such as the people you are yelling at, or if you're the person who is being scolded. Yelling is a form of aggressive communication often used to either dominate or control a situation you feel like you have no control over. Your dream is encouraging you to examine what you might be so angry at. Yelling at a stranger in your dreams is quite common. That often might be a reflection of the dreamer's shadow that is unknown to them. You are basically yelling at yourself in your dreams, or what is really unconscious to you. Yelling at a stranger might have to do with your own repressed anger in your life that is being projected in the dream. Sorry if this is not the most seamless experience for you right now. My stuff keeps crashing and I have to keep readjusting and restarting everything I do. So, that being said, next I'm going to talk about exposure dreams in public, so getting nudie booty when you don't really want to. One of the most common dreams are the ones that revolve around not wearing any clothes in public. It usually takes place at work or around others in public or just casually walking down the street. One minute you have your clothes on and the next you're trying to cover yourself up. I hate that You'll wake up feeling very uncomfortable and wondering why in God's name you had this dream. According to studies, the feelings that are experienced in this particular dream reflects the emotions felt in your waking life. Dreams have a unique ability to send messages from the unconscious to the conscious. However, the complex language is usually coded in metaphors through symbols. Noticing that you're exposed suggests the awkwardness of possibly being exposed in areas that you normally cover up. Unconscious will drop hints in the dream to bring your attention to this ignored subject, and the vividness of the dream depends on how long and how neglected this current issue has become. Thank you to dreamdictionary.org for the snippets, albeit your grammar is not great. Thanks. I love dream dictionaries and I always find them so fun and intriguing, but I'd love to see someone in real life who would be able to help me interpret these dreams. I think that would be so cool and so fun. As fun as dreams can be sometimes, I actually really don't enjoy having dreams because I always find myself waking up very unrested. I'm a really light sleeper, so every single dream I have will leave me woken up in the middle of the night, sometimes multiple times. Let me get into the methods that I've used to ensure to get a nice, deep, and dreamless sleep. First and foremost, for me being in Canada, cannabis is now legal. So my number one tip for getting to sleep is using indica. I personally like to use it with just like the vape cartridge. I find it very easy, no mess to clean up, and I can just sit in bed and do it, not have to worry about anything. And I always get the best, most deep sleep, no dreams at all. And I wake up feeling just amazing the next day. I've got lots of energy, etc. I don't ever feel weird. Something that I also do is avoid high content of sugar and fat in my snacks right before bed. I find anytime I ever have stuff like this too close to when I want to go to sleep, my dreams are freaking unhinged and so vivid and just annoying. Again, like I wake up every time I dream, so it just is nonstop when I do this. So number one tip is avoid these types of snacks. I love the gym, and if I don't go, then I feel very restless and gross by the time it comes to like settling down for the day. My mind and body haven't been properly worked for that day, so I just end up not being able to wind down properly. I'm getting a very restless, uncomfortable sleep as well. Another tip is finding something that works best for you to decompress after work. For me, this is walking my dogs, taking an everything shower, talking to my boyfriend, playing Two Dots, thanks to Danielle Christie, who has now got me addicted to that. Thank you so much. And then reading a good book. And I mean a real book, not a Kindle, nothing with blue light. The nice kind of yellowed pages make my eyes super tired and I'm able to fall asleep really fast. That's why I'm so slow at reading. Also, my partner and I, we like to put on sleep frequencies on YouTube. Not sure which ones, but they definitely make a difference for us. I don't know a whole lot about frequencies, but apparently there are certain types that are better for sleep, stress, etc. I'm not getting into that. Just kind of cool. Some stuff I haven't tried, but I've heard is really good and I want to try is cherry juice before bed. When I was at NAV, we had a little information session on fatigue and how to fight it. And one of the tips that stood out to me was drinking cherry juice. And they said that it contains a natural form of melatonin. I personally find pill form melatonin to just leave me feeling really drowsy the next day. So although it doesn't work for me, maybe it works for you. I hope it does. But I definitely want to try the cherry juice as a nice alternative. If you guys are in the Edmonton, Calgary area, make sure to check out Pearson's Berry Farm. They make that 100% natural cherry juice and also the literal best butter tarts I have ever tasted in my entire life. Definitely not good for before bed with the high fat and high sugar, but I mean, literally any other time, please hit me up. Let me know what your favorite sleep remedies are. I would love to explore some more. To finish off my silly little video, I want to read some retail work dreams from Reddit. And again, I'm going to be reading this off my laptop because I have bad memory. So I found a retail subreddit and somebody had posted work dreams on your night off. Does anyone else have crazy, hilarious dreams about work, especially on your night off? And I haven't read any of these ahead of time, so bear with me. I don't know what to expect. Anyways, before I woke up last night, I found myself dreaming about work, and in my dream, I was so pissed off that I was literally throwing empty clothes hangers, like slamming them on the ground of the back room, throwing them so hard, in fact, that some of them broke. But that was mostly the entirety of my dream. I woke up laughing hysterically about it afterwards. So this one's Rit_Zien. I dreamed just this morning that we had a fish tank at work that we just didn't notice was there for the past 6 months and no one had fed the fish. That sucks. I wonder if they died. Geek Grace 98. So I worked at Macy's in order fulfillment and I loved it. Basically walked around the store finding items, but I dreamed that I was working. I always attributed it to anxiety because I don't remember them ever being funny, just something like I couldn't find the item I needed. That's so annoying. Pup London. When I worked at Walmart, the job got worse over 5 years and I was so stressed at the job I started dreaming I was at work every night. Oh no! It got so bad that I couldn't remember a day that I wasn't working in some form. That is heinous, and I'm so sorry to hear that. Not that you'll ever watch this video, but that's usually. Nitogen? I dreamt that I woke up to my alarm, got ready, walked to work, and clocked in, and then actually woke up to a call from my manager asking where I was because I was a half hour late. The fuck? That is awful. The shop worker. I always had the dream I was going to work and was getting too late and there was no progress in getting to work and the time just kept ticking. Always something happening preventing me from going to work. Literally all the time. I have these dreams so often and they make me so mad. Pepper Reddits. When I first got my job, I was working about 30 to 35 hours a week for the summer. There would be dreams where I'd be checking someone out, but my arms would be moving really slow. And I'd hear the scanner beep and the card reader beep. And the worst part would be that I would work, go straight to bed, dream that all night, and then wake up and have to go back to work. There were also some other work dreams where it'd be my day off, but I'd have to come in for some reason. And so I tried to be stealth about it. I think I might have been secretly covering for someone. Lorali Rocks 2142. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Not that anyone's ever gonna watch this. Lately, those work dreams involve me being shot at work while everyone else escapes. What? Y'all need some active shooter drills. I think most malls do those now. What the fuck? I suddenly remembered that I agreed to work 2 evening shifts a week for my previous employer on Monday and Friday. I was running late for my Friday shift, hours late. I was trying to think of an excuse when I realized I had never actually worked any shifts for them since I left. I had completely forgotten to go at all. But I was going to work this shift regardless and I needed an excuse for being late. Either _currency _9605. I'd be arriving at work, walking to the department to find it was gone, like completely moved. I don't even know how to respond to that. That's so funny. Which _reason _1581, a cashier at a grocery store. I checked out groceries all night with actually moving my arms and asking my customers if they found everything okay. Woke up even more tired than when I went to bed and with sore arms. At least you didn't have to work out. When I was at Walmart, I'd frequently have dreams about either being a cashier or being an optician. The cashier dream would involve me checking people out while trying to nap on the belt due to sheer exhaustion that'd never end. The optician dream was fighting off hordes of people who constantly tried to get to the closed vision center and try to get into PHI and scream at me. Oh, that's so sad. Yeety Toast. Okay, I love that. My work dreams have all involved me getting pissed off at clueless people because it was 1:30 in the goddamn morning. Usually a magic clock appears out of nowhere and the hands make no sense, but I still know what time it is. But people were still in the building shopping. I'd be like, shut up, stop shopping, give me your money, take your junk, and get out. Then the mysterious clock would appear again, and it would be even later, and I still couldn't go home. It's always nice to wake up from that and realize I have indeed gotten sleep. But did you? Did you really, though? Ramona 1987. I once dreamt that David Cameron came into my workplace to talk about something. I can't even remember what it was about, but the only thing I remember is asking my boss if I could call David Cameron a cunt. Being told I couldn't and being really mad about it. I'll leave it at that for now. Those are fucking hilarious. And all too relatable as well. Well, that's all my bullshit for today. So thank you again for stumbling across Retail Therapy Live. It would mean the world to me if you would leave me a comment or a like. I'm honestly having just way too much fun making these videos and I really, really want to share it with you guys. All 4 of you. You can find me on Instagram now at olivia.kndy for some more frequent shenanigans and the occasional puppy here and there. Until next time, bye Felicia.